Hey guys, it's me, Sparks, and we're back with another video. This time it is round 7, I think, of PSGLF1 Season 27. We're here at Singapore, as you can see. My qualifying didn't save. Well, it would have saved, I didn't save it, I forgot to save it. So that's the pretty much, before we go any further, I qualified 5th. Completely messed my last run up, I invalidated it. And yeah, so I think it was a 32.4, which is not good at all. You could do quicker bankers than that, to be honest. So that was not helpful. So sorry for not recording that if you wanted to see it. Sadly, the race around Singapore is so long that even saving this clip at the end wouldn't have saved quality. So that's an issue, but we'll get on with it. Nothing really exciting happened apart from that. We're starting in softs. Some people have opted to go for the alternate strat, which is ridiculous around here. You can win by about 10 seconds on merit if it all goes well, which usually wouldn't be the case in a league race, but you get the point. It's pretty good. So we've actually got our championship rival behind. Actually, I think it was Youth behind us, or whatever. Walters is 3rd or something like that. He's quite close, so we want to stay ahead of him. Came into this race, pace has been very good. PB was a 31.7 and we're doing pretty consistent bankers and race times. This day I wasn't driving too well, but nevertheless, not really an excuse. I've just fluffed quality. So our teammate, as I was saying, Gamer, is on the alternate strat. I think he's in 13th. So he'll be one to watch at the end if all goes well. Same with people like Aero and the rest. Really, 5th is not a good place to be starting on the softs. We want to be top 3. So we really need to make positions at this start, as it's crucial to our end race result to being clean air and pushing with the top guys. So as we wait for the cars to line up, there we go. So we have 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and away we go for round 7. We get a decent launch. Our second phase isn't amazing compared to Christmas's. We're just trying to keep a clean nose, maybe nab one position. I think that's, we've got Wouters on our inside. We managed to leave him just enough room again, and then we have Matthew and Wouters going side by side, so we need to be wary of that they do not go into the back of us. We're just trying to hold position at this rate. Tyres are not in too good shape, as they are the soft tyres, and we have held P5. Christmas is ahead of us, so can't we catch him lacking? We're using quite a lot of ERS here. We're going to dart to the left hand side, we're going to dive it down the inside, quite an audacious move. We bash him off track a bit and we managed to take 4th place. Quite an aggressive move, but it had to be done. We've really need to get up into this top 3 position to really have any chance of getting a podium later on the race. As you see me weaving, saying sorry, as it was more aggressive than I would have liked to be. Come on to lap 4, we tried to pass Ferrari, which did not work. As you can see, the ERS was quite low, and we're going to pit for the undercut. We have Thyman and Mattis 1st and 2nd, so we need to undercut them and hope all goes well. We are the last car in the pit, so we will not get held. Yeah, but the undercut is very big around here. The hards are very, how do I say it, durable, that's the word. They last for quite a while. They get like 2.5% wear a lap, so these will easily make it to the end on 70%-ish. So the plan behind this was to undercut the guys ahead. I just needed the clean air. Looking back on it, I feel like I should have went 1 lap longer, at least. But yeah, that's my mistake, isn't it? So we had Walters come out behind us. He tried to undercut us, which did not work. So we've got a fresher set in him. On lap 5 now, we're just pushing, trying to undercut Thyman and Mattis, as we were talking about. The car has retired actually, and that has brought out a VSC, which is horrible to our race. That is going to help Thyman so much, and now he's going to have a solid 6-5 second gap on us, and he's not been handed the win, but he's pretty much been given a very good opportunity. He's got fresher tyres, as you can see the car off there. He's got fresher tyres than us. By a lap or 2, I can't remember, I think it was a lap, which is quite a big margin when you think about the drop off when you hit 50% and 70%. So that's not helpful. He's gained on us with an overcut pretty much. So so is Ferrari. So yeah, that is very unlucky for us. But we're just gonna have to keep our head down and push. The gap to him now is about 5.5 seconds. So I can't really see it very well. But yeah, nevertheless, we undercut Mattis just, which was quite close. And now looking back on it, I think we should have went one lap longer, because yeah, we didn't undercut him by a lot, and now he's got 2 lap pressure tyres, so he's definitely got more of an advantage. He can sit behind us and save ERS. Also, one thing to note, I did underfuel the car by a lap before this race, and I'm well over a lap now, in lap 11, so that's an issue. We should have underfueled by about 2 laps, so I need to keep that in mind. Moving on to lap 12 though, we managed to catch Ferrari. The gap was, I think it was 2.5 seconds, whatever it was. We managed to catch him and get some DRS. The plan was now to sit behind him maybe for a lap or two, save a bit of ERS if anything, because you can't save any ERS around here as you're running such high wing. So we're just going to sit behind him and try and save as much as we can. And he wasn't looking too quick. I knew we had the pace advantage on him, and maybe even if we could pass him and then he could hold up Mattis behind us, that would be quite good. But as you're about to see, he gets a bit loosey-goosey. Or no, he doesn't. I've just spoiled it. Just pretend you didn't hear that, guys. Moving on to lap 15. We are right behind him now. I don't know how much ERS we've actually saved, to be honest. I think we saved maybe 10%, which is quite a lot considering it's Singapore. He's got traffic ahead of him, so he'll get by him, and then we'll get by him. Yeah, ideally we'd want to get by him now, but it is what it is. His light is flashing, which means he's below 10% ERS. So yeah, not much we can do really. There's no really point in sending it and risking a race. He does get a bit of a bad exit here. He has a penalty as well, but here we go. Finally, he hits the wall, gets damage, and yeah, just lets us by. So that's what I was on about. I kind of spoiled it. Sorry if you're extremely excited to see what was about to happen. But yeah, that happens. So that leaves us the lead, not lead hard runner actually, the second lead hard runner, and the lead of this train, which is about 4 cars or something. So we've got a pass kill. As you can see as well on the top left, Christmas has went onto mediums. So I don't know if that was a mistake or that's what he genuinely meant. I can imagine it would be a mistake with the pit thing. So shame for him. But we're going to have to pass Gill now. We've got about 40% ERS, which is not great, to be honest. I would rather be in like 60 at least. But as you can see, we just use a little bit of overtake. We probably could have got away with less, but I didn't know if he was going to fight it or not. And we get up into P6. Mattis gets through as well, which is quite annoying. I wish he didn't get through. That would have been very helpful to our race. And Mattis also has a penalty, so we need to keep that in mind. And we're coming up to the last alternate strat runner who pits. So it's all us now, clean air. Thyman, the gap to Thyman was, what was it, 5.5? Well, you can't see the gap now. There we go. Now it's 3.3. So we have caught a decent amount. It stayed the same now, as you can see, for quite a while. And so pace wasn't awful. I feel like the setup, we should have ran one more click of front wing, as it was quite understeery. As you see, virtual safety car come out again. So that's good for us, because that hinders the strat runners a bit more, and apart from the ones who are in the pits. But I think the people who are in the pits got in a crash, including my teammate, which is very unlucky. He's had no luck whatsoever, and he missed last race. So yeah, just his usual luck antics. He's yeah, really unlucky to be honest, and doesn't deserve it at all. Nevertheless though, back under racing. Tyres are very cold as we spent about half a lap under VSC. Tyres are like 85 degrees now, so we just need to be careful we don't bin it. And that not Mattis, Thyman actually gained about 8 tensions there during that VSC, just because he got a better restart on us. And by this point, we're at lap 21. I decide to let Mattis by. My tyres were a lot older than his, and I thought he'd have a lot more ERS. It doesn't look like it does, as his light was flashing, so I was quite surprised by that. But yeah, my tyres were just gone at this point, and I didn't really like the balance of the car. It's not really an excuse, but yeah, my tyres are gone, and he just had more pace at this point, so it was more logical to let him by, and he had a penalty. so there's no point in not sitting behind. So we lose DRS in lap 24 as he's just giving it all hell and our tyres are going off as we go. At this point I just decided we're just going to drain the DRS every point, as you can't save around here. So every time I got into a straight I just put it down to 0 pretty much. Couldn't care less really. And we'd hope for the best. He is catching Thyman, so it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Now I really wish I stayed out longer, because this would be so much better if we did. On to the last lap. No, it's been quite a quick highlights due to me being stupid not recording qualifying. We're one warning off a penalty, by the way, and Mattis has 6 seconds, as you can see. So we need to make sure we stay within those 6 seconds. It can't be too difficult. It's about 2.8 away from that 6-second boundary. Coming on to a straight though, we have not Thyman, we have Aero behind us. Will he be able to challenge us into this next corner? No, he will not. He looks way too far back. He was in the alternate strat, which I did say before is very powerful, and it doesn't look like he can make a move. So it looks like we're safe for one more straight, and then that looks to be us. We just need to keep it clean now. Do not get any more warnings. If we get a warning now, that is us. As you can see as well, we've saved 1.8 laps of fuel, or 2.8 since we started a lap down, so we could have definitely underfueled a lot more, which would have helped. So yeah, we've also caught Thyman to 2.6 now, so considering the gap was about 5.5, 5.2, whatever, it's been quite a decent stint. Pace is good, just the tyres just weren't there really, as you can see sliding about, and yeah, so it was a bit iffy. Aero isn't able to get us on that last lap, so it looks like we are going to get P2. Thyman's going to win from the looks of it if we just keep it clean and keep out of the walls. We're coming around the final few corners. Tyres are really gone. I think they're 71% now, as Badgerman said in interviews. But we come up to the final corner for the last time, taking it very easy, making sure we don't die, and we take P2. So pretty good race. I'm pretty happy with that, considering we completely messed up quali. P2 I'm more than happy with, to be honest. Alt strat could have destroyed us, and you can see a lot of people have crashed out, including Just, our championship rival. And I can confirm Thyman is now in second in the championship. He's 31 points behind me. You get 16 for a win in this league. So excuse me. So if we manage to keep this up, I think there's 4 races left. The gap is 31 points. We can't win it yet, but there's a pretty good chance we're going to get the title unless we completely bottle it now. It's a CRG 1-2, I may as well add. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. 5 podiums now this season, 3 wins. It's looking pretty good. So it's been quite a rushed highlights in some sense, but if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I'll try and make sure I save qualifying for next round, which is USA round 8. So yeah, if you've enjoyed, do those things I said, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.